Doing NFL player props here for the Super Bowl Sunday, February 12th. You guys, Super Bowl Sunday. We got the Philadelphia Eagles versus the Kansas City Chiefs. The last, football video of the season here. Super excited for this game. I think it's a super even matchup in my opinion. I think it's going to be a super fun one. Again, before I get started, there's a link in the description below to sign up for PrizePicks, or you can use promo code TUFF. If you're not yet signed up for PrizePicks, they got the free Patrick Mahomes .5 pass yard square here on PrizePicks. I believe you can use this up to $20 worth of bets using this square. Again, link is in the description below for that. We have the Patreon link in the description where I post all the plays I'm making on PrizePicks for each given sport that I do play. And then we also have the Discord link where the main server is completely free to everyone. You can go ahead and join that in the description below of this video. I do also need to mention that I am not a gambling expert and this is not financial advice. These are simply just the plays I'm personally looking at making, hopefully giving you guys some insight and analysis to make your own player prop decisions here. Again, no one is pressing submit on those parlays except for yourselves. But let's get into it, you guys. I got 4 total plays here. 3 total plays that I do like here, including the Patrick Mahomes free square. Obviously, this is a play that most of you guys, everyone that's playing PrizePicks is playing here. But I got 3 total plays that I give you guys here today, completely free. Let's not waste any time. Let's get right into it. So the first play that I'm targeting is going to be Jalen Hurts. It's going to be a full game prop, not a first half. And I'm targeting is over 10.5 rush attempts here against Kansas City. Now, Jalen Hurts, if we take a look at his game log, he's hit this twice over his last 5 games, has had 7 against New York Giants, 17 against Chicago, 9 against New York, and then 9 against New York in the divisional round, and then 11 last week against San Francisco. So that's 20 rush attempts in 2 playoff games, and actually 85% of those rush attempts have been designed runs for Jalen Hurts. Okay, what I find interesting, though, here is the Kansas City Chiefs on the season. This is all games, including playoffs, everything, right? They played 19 total games, giving up the second most rush attempts to quarterbacks in the NFL. 101 rush attempts to the quarterback position this season that the Kansas City Chiefs have given up, right? But let's take a look at the other teams around the Kansas City Chiefs. The Bears, the Lions, and the Jaguars. Bears, Lions, and the Jaguars, right? All in the top 4 of, teams that give up the most rush attempts to quarterbacks. Now, Jalen Hurts has played all 3 of those teams. Against the Chicago Bears, he had 17 rush attempts. Against Detroit, he had 17 rush attempts. And against Jacksonville, he had 16 rush attempts. So again, against teams that are all in that, bottom half or top half of the teams rushing attempts to quarterbacks, Bears, Lions, Jaguars, the Chiefs are 2. He's played the other 3 teams, has had 17, 17, and 16 rush attempts against those 3 teams, right? The great odds for us are decent odds as well. Caesars has this -123 at over 10.5. I guess the rest of the sports is pretty even odds here across the board for the rest of these props. So the first play is going to be Jalen Hurts over 10.5 rush attempts. Eagles tight end Dallas Goedert over 4.5 receptions here. I like this play for a few reasons. One, if we take a look at Dallas's game log, including the playoffs, he's gone over this in his last 3 games, and actually in both playoff games, he's gone over this, seeing 7 targets, 5 targets, and 6 targets over his last 3 games. But more specifically, 5 receptions in each of his last 2 games here. Now, the Kansas City Chiefs linebackers are kind of weak as far as in coverage goes. They've been getting cooked by tight ends kind of pretty much all season long. If we take a look here, over the course of the season, the Chiefs are top 10 in total targets to the tight end position. You can see here Dallas Goedert, 130 total targets to the tight ends this season that the Kansas City Chiefs are giving up. And I also really do like the odds here. So Dallas Goedert over 4.5 receptions. It's -140, pretty much consensus on all sports books. Even Caesars has this at over 4.5, -145 here. I definitely think at the same time, I definitely have Jalen Hurts over 10.5 rush attempts, but Dallas Goedert is going to have to see some volume here, and the Eagles are probably going to have to throw the ball a lot as well to keep up with that Chiefs offense. Overall, I like both of these plays here from the Eagles quite a bit. You don't have to necessarily pair both of these together. You can, pick and choose which one you do like, but the 2 Eagles props here that I like are going to be Jalen Hurts over 10.5 rush attempts, and then Dallas Goedert over 4.5 receptions, as he's hit this in 3 of his last 3. And, in this types of games with, if there is, any sort of pass rush coming, or aggressive pass rush coming from the Chiefs, Jalen Hurts will definitely utilize Goddard in that check down option. So these are the 2 plays here from the Eagles for the Super Bowl. Right off the bat, I think the Eagles across the board have more talent and advantages at a ton of different positions here. Um, the quarterback position obviously is the topic of discussion amongst all the news and media outlets leading up to this game. Jalen Hurts versus Patrick Mahomes here. Patrick Mahomes just won NFL MVP here, so obviously you could use your Patrick Mahomes free square here at any given time, up to $20. But some plays that I do like some Patrick Mahomes props here. Let's talk about a few. So the first one that I like here is going to be his over 25.5 pass completions. Patrick Mahomes had 29 against Cincinnati here in the first playoff in the AFC Championship, and then had 22 against Jacksonville. He got injured, didn't play most of that second quarter. I think this would have hit his over as well in both those playoff games. The Chiefs as a whole, a very pass-heavy offense. Obviously, Isaiah Pacheco can run the ball, but if the Chiefs are going to win this game, it's going to be at the hands of Patrick Mahomes and his arm. You can see here Patrick Mahomes' game log in his career, right? In 2 Super Bowl games, he's gone over this line 26 and 26 with insane amount of pass attempts. And both these games have been against pretty stout defenses. The Eagles have a great pass defense as well. But you can see here San Francisco and Tampa Bay, he had 42 pass attempts and 49 pass attempts. And in both those matchups, threw 61% and 53% pass completions, which is actually some of his lowest in his career in the playoffs, right? But taking a look here, Mahomes, I think, is in a great spot to go over 25.5 pass completions. The odds here, minus 142 on Caesars for over 25.5. This line was at flat 25. It's bumped up 0.5, so we don't get that push potential anymore here. But given the spread of this game, I definitely think Patrick Mahomes is going to have to throw the ball. And I definitely think, like I said, if the Chiefs have a chance to win this game, it's going to be at the hands and the arm talent of Patrick Mahomes. Coinciding with that, I do like his over 38.5 pass attempts as well. I think, again, like I said, he's going to have to throw the ball here. Has hit the over on this one at least a ton of times this season, or game log this season. We can see here his pass attempts. I mean, he's been throwing the ball a ton this season. Pass completions this season as well. I mean, he's gone over this quite a bit of times as well. So you can take either one of these ones. I'm going to go with his 25.5 pass completions. And then I also do like his first half prop here. And this is one that we've been targeting. It's kind of let us down lately, but I like his over 11 first half fantasy score here. He's missed in both playoff games so far. He had 10.6 against Cincinnati, came super close here, and then 7.86 against Jacksonville, which he only played it, like I said, he only played like the first quarter, and then the very, very end of the second quarter, he missed an entire drive where Kansas City didn't end up scoring in that game. But before that, I mean, he had hit in 5 straight games over 11 fantasy points. I think he's going to be fully healthy for this game here. He's had 2 weeks now since that last game to really nurse that ankle. I definitely think he's ready to put on a show being the NFL MVP this season. I like Patrick Mahomes over 11 first half fantasy points. All right, so we got the Patrick Mahomes 25.5 pass completions. We got his over 11 first half fantasy score. And then going back just to show you guys again, we have the Jalen Hurts over 10.5 rush attempts here as the other play for the Eagles. And then we also have Dallas Goedert over 4.5 receptions here. These are 4 plays that I do like here. Obviously, you can't play all these in one slip, so you can mix and match these. Just want to provide you guys some value with plays that I am playing and plays that I do like for this Super Bowl game. I think it's going to be a super fun one, you guys. I've enjoyed the journey so far this season here, NFL, making content for you guys in regards to the NFL on PrizePicks. Again, last game of the year, we continue to put out NBA content here, continue to baseball content. I'm super excited for MLB. We know if you guys been subscribed to the channel since last season, we know we were making a killing during the MLB season. So super excited for that. Looking forward to that here. We got some 4 plays here for the Super Bowl that I am targeting. Obviously, there's a ton of new categories and things on the board here on PrizePicks. Super fun. I think this 4th down conversions allowed 0.5 for the Eagles. It's looking good here. But nonetheless, a ton of value on the board currently, I think, for the Super Bowl. Let me know in the comments below you guys feel about these 4 plays here. Again, you can use that Patrick Mahomes free score here as well. Drop a like on this video, guys. Hit that subscribe button. And as always, let's cash.